Here is all the footage I have from me firing the 1,000-round chain from the X-Shot Crusher Challenge. Alright, I'm just going to come out and say this is the only footage I have because there were so many catastrophic failures along the way that made it impossible for me to get through all 1,000 foam darts in succession. I tried at least 3 or 4 times, but the first attempt was the best attempt that I did. So this is that attempt. I'm speeding it up here at 2x because you really don't need to see me chat with the TikTok live stream on audio that didn't really pick up all that well. This was really my first attempt at trying to do something like this, record a video for here on YouTube while also doing a TikTok live stream. And for those people who don't know, TikTok doesn't save your live streams. Once they happen, they fade into the internet and are never seen again unless somebody was screen capturing it or if you were screen capturing it yourself. However, I wasn't quite sure how long it would take to get through 1,000 of these. Actually, I thought it would take about 45 minutes. And I know I didn't have enough space on my phone to do the whole 45 minutes. And the funny thing is that it probably only took about 10 minutes overall for me to go through these. So I probably had enough space on my phone. I just wanted to go a little bit fancy and make a video for YouTube as well. And it actually caused some problems. For starters, I didn't test my equipment all that well before I started. So I have these GoPro-like cameras. They're like fake GoPros. I found them on Amazon. They were relatively inexpensive, and I thought they would get the job done. I didn't need something super fancy, and I got this for a project a long time ago that never really panned out. So I figured I'd use them here, and they didn't work. The audio on them, for whatever reason, doesn't pick up at all. I used an external mic. I used my wireless mic that I use for TikTok. None of it worked, and that was the first problem. I didn't test it enough. And the other thing, too, was that I didn't secure the camera well enough. So for the live stream, I had my phone secured in a phone holder, while this little fake GoPro thing was sitting right next to it. And when I was engaging with everybody on the live, they wanted me to shoot some darts at the camera itself. Now, I thought that was fun, and that was pretty funny, and I of course, obliged, but what happened is, because the GoPro camera wasn't secure, when I started firing darts at my phone, it knocked the camera off, so the last, 20 to 50 rounds just aren't, you can't see them. You cannot see them at all because the camera is in this little backstop I created with a blanket. If I could just take a minute to pat myself on the back for the method I had for collecting all 1,000 darts, I'm just going to do that, because while it was extremely hilarious how just janky the setup was, it was a blanket on the floor draped over my tripod, it worked extremely well. It caught most of the darts, and the pickup for it wasn't that bad. Of course, I've dumped them into a big bucket so I could save them for later. The big problem, actually, was reloading the entire 1,000-round chain to do this, not another time, but at least another time after that. So while it only took me about 10 minutes to go through all of these darts, it took about 45 minutes. So that time I initially thought would take to fire them all, it took that long just to reload them. Now we're at the time in the video where things go off the rails big time. The little system I had for setting up the chain failed big time, and I didn't know exactly what to do. So here I have to kind of figure it out, and I drape it across the room so that the belt would feed evenly, because it was trying to fight gravity and pull into the blaster, whereas if I had it going horizontal, it actually worked relatively well. So this is the home stretch. If you've been listening along this far into the video, I can't thank you enough. I wanted to get this video out for everybody who's been asking about it on TikTok. I had the video, I just needed to work up the mental courage to post it because it was a lot of work and there was no payoff, unfortunately.